care plan that integrates with your lifestyle. Appointments can be scheduled at 509-935-6004. Prioritizing both your health and the well-being of your loved ones, New Health is committed to bringing healthcare into communities and communities into healthcare since 1978.
KCHW thanks New Health for supporting public radio in Stevens County.
And by Fired Up Pizza. Fired Up Pizza, located at 206 East Main Avenue in downtown Chewelah, offers craft beverages and brick oven fired pizza, including a variety of sandwiches, salads, pasta, and homemade soups. Featuring weekly events such as bingo, karaoke, and live music. Fired Up Pizza also has space for your private event and offers both in-house and off-site catering services. Open daily at 11:30 a.m. for lunch and dinner. For more information, visit their Facebook page or contact Fired Up Pizza at 509-936-9121. Fired Up Pizza is a proud supporter of public radio in Stevens County.
Your KCHW morning show made possible by a donation from God-Fearing Brothers Auto Center. God-Fearing Brothers specializes in auto services, including repair, maintenance, and detailing. They also stock a full selection of tires, make glass repairs, offer towing, and have an auto sales lot on the corner of Highway 395 and Main Street at the light. For more information, you can visit the Auto Service Center at 806 East Main in Chewelah. Find them online at godfearingbrothers.com or by phone at 509-935-6414. KCHW-FM thanks God-Fearing Brothers for supporting public radio in Stevens County.
And by Chewelah Flooring.
Chewelah Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chewelah Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Dell Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at ChewelahFlooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at ChewelahFlooring@gmail.com.
This is KCHW 102.7.
You're listening to
Northern Light Public Radio
on 102.7
KCHW. Chewelah.
Good morning. It's a KCHW morning show. It is Wednesday, September 11th.
Good
we are
morning.
Here. Yeah, good morning.
Hi.
We're here with the lovely Sharon Ludwig and Paula Randall and myself, Chuck Ritchie. How's everyone doing this morning?
I am wearing a sweater, Chuck.
Me too.
You are.
I
wow.
walked out the door and I go, oh, it's cold.
It's fabulous.
You know, we had
Loving it.
our dog got out last night. Got through a. It's cold. Got through a thing in the fence, and I forgot to fix it last night before bed. So the poor dogs, they didn't go out from like 6 o'clock last night until this morning.
No.
Poor things. But so I had to go out early this morning
Yeah.
and fix a fence, and it was I went out in my PJs and my slippers, and the T-shirt I slept in last night, and it was chilly. I was trying to rush to get back inside. Definitely.
It was chilly willy.
It was,
I
and it's
am loving it.
And it's going to keep getting a little bit chillier throughout the week even. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so today we have a high of 72 degrees even. It's cloudy skies.
Where's that coffee, Chuck?
Right. It's right here in front of me. It's just too hot to drink still. 52 degrees tonight with possibly, get this, a few rain showers.
Yay!
Yeah, that would definitely needed. All right, and then tomorrow 73 and 48 for our temps. Mostly cloudy skies, a 15% chance of rain. 76 and 49 on Friday with partly cloudy skies. Saturday, 70 degrees for the high, 48 for the low. Let's see. Trying to think. There were a couple of these days the other day that had it in the high 60s, but it looks like the temperature's gone up a little bit. Sunday, 71 and 48. Monday, 75 for the high, 47 for the low. Tuesday, more rain with 70 degrees for the high and 46 overnight. Then Wednesday of next week, a little early to tell, but 68 it says for the high. So,
wow. Yeah, my phone says that today's the high is going to be 68.
Okay.
So I'm always a few degrees, words gone lower than you are. There we go.
Well, you said it,
that
not
word
me.
again?
I'm not agreeing with you. I'm just,
Well, we have the breakfast and lunch menu up.
Yeah, do you want to take us there? Take us there.
Yes, actually, I love this. This makes me very happy to do this every morning. Sharon's over here fussing on her phone.
I can't. I got on and then I pushed a button and it.
Hey, Sharon.
Funny.
Yeah.
We're on a radio show. Get off Facebook.
I'm trying to get our feed on there. I'm sorry.
She's over there shopping for a new couch.
Shopping.
We're trying to do a morning show.
Yeah.
All right. For everybody getting ready for
Sharon.
school, we have the breakfast menu today on Wednesday. We have cold variety cereal. We have banana split breakfast smoothies. We have the bagel variety. We have super bakery bread. We have an English muffin sandwich and an apple cinnamon oatmeal offering.
Oh,
Yeah, doesn't that sound good?
Don't
that does sound
touch
good.
it.
I had a piece of toast for breakfast.
Right? I haven't had breakfast yet.
I haven't
Usually,
either.
I try to get to the Yale to get something because otherwise my stomach growls and I feel like everybody in Radioland can hear it. But I didn't get a time to go over there today, so.
Well,
Aw.
I'm right next door to you, and I've never heard it.
Thank you. See, that makes me feel better because when your own stomach growls, you're like, oh my gosh, everybody in the room can hear it. And I'm like, oh no. So
What's that? Is there a cougar trapped in the yard? Or
Exactly. Exactly. Somebody needs to feed Paula.
Oh, it's tummy.
All right. And then for lunch today, we have, what is the date today, Sharon? Is this it right here?
It's
Today's the 11th.
Yes. Okay. So they are going to have cherry blossom chicken, rice, and a fortune cookie with veggies and fruit.
There you go. There you
Right?
go.
Yeah.
So I'm driving to work or driving to the station today. I guess this is work, right? This
Yeah,
counts.
Fun, work,
Yeah,
play,
yeah.
whatever.
I mean, I don't think any of us are getting paid for this right now. So is it still work? Anyway, so we I noticed the flags are up around town for September 11th.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
We're
Yep.
supposed to go by the park.
Yeah,
There's supposed to be something in the park.
yeah. It is a scrap of the 9/11 or the World Trade Center from 9/11.
Is it the one
I-
that's normally in the city council?
I don't know
Building?
for sure. I can't say,
Oh.
but I would assume so.
And do you know
maybe.
where it's going to be? That's a big park.
All I know is it's going to be in the park.
Ouch.
So
Yeah, that's all the post said.
yeah,
Yeah.
And all I saw was a post on social media.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I hadn't heard anything official about it. But I know they're going to be there fairly early this morning. I believe the post said 8 or 8:30, something like that, maybe 7:30. So they're probably out there right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe somebody can tell us what's going on over there. Good
Yeah.
morning, Craig. Nice to see you.
Good morning, Craig. So I was a little remiss when we first started the show. I forgot to announce the second half of the show. We have a lovely guest, Miss Catherine
Yes.
Patton.
Mm.
She's going to come on the show this morning and tell us what she's going to talk about, Paula. You probably know better than I do.
Do you see the blank look on my face?
She's going to be talking about the one acts coming up.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
We've chosen our Christmas play for the radio
Yes.
station.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Yes.
Can I tell?
Let's wait for
Yeah.
Catherine.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
wait for Catherine.
I'm
Let her
super
make the big
excited.
reveal.
Yeah.
I'm excited too. We've contacted the author of there's a source that we use to pick these plays, these radio plays, and he takes the classic stories and he turns them in.
Reworks them and-
he
yeah.
reworks them and turns them into radio plays. So yeah.
It says, Catherine is watching. We're talking about you, and you have half an hour or 45 minutes to get down to the rate station. So no pressure, Catherine.
She'll be here. I told her usually I'll have guests wait out in the theater until until halftime, we'll call it.
Yeah.
But I told her she has special interruption
She
privileges.
does,
So
yes.
anytime Catherine wants to come in and bug us on the radio, she's more than welcome to walk right in.
Right?
They're-
I'm
they're-
super excited. It's going to be a full fall and winter.
Oh, yeah. I've
Yeah.
got so much. Look at this.
Look at her
It's a
pile.
half an
Oh,
inch
wow.
thick. Yeah.
Well, tell you what, we've got some local news.
okay.
And then we will get right into the events, and
Okay,
the events will
sounds
probably
good.
take us right on through to the break.
Look, she's so good. Oh my gosh.
She is here.
Catherine
She's
is
already here. See, she just she took my my free pass to interrupt. Literally, man.
Right?
She's
She's like,
not.
I'm not going to wait outside.
She is not interrupting. She's just going to add to the show.
Right? All right, so
Good morning.
good morning. We've already told everybody that you're here, so.
Well,
So what was your big announcement?
come on in. Join us.
Yeah,
Who's big? Who's big announcement?
You said you were going to talk about something.
Oh, he's going to do
no,
local.
we were just going to get into the local news.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Miss Catherine, if you want to go ahead and sit down. Welcome, Catherine Patton, to the show.
Yay!
Good morning.
Nice to be here.
Already got you on camera and everything.
Can you turn her up?
So just really quick, and we'll give everyone on Radio Land that ever plans to be on the radio a quick lesson in our microphones. If you those
Sideways.
microphones, so you do not speak into the end of the microphone, we won't be able to hear you. There's black lettering. You speak into the side, the dead center of the side of the microphone.
Okay.
And you have to get, you have to almost have that thing in your mouth.
I have lipstick on. I'm not doing that.
Well, don't
I never have
actually
lipstick on this early in the morning.
don't actually touch it, but
Okay,
just get it to where it's within an inch or two of your mouth, and then
And this is why we love her.
yeah. If you can stick your tongue out all the way and not touch it, you're not close enough. How about that? But don't
Okay.
stick your tongue out.
I was going to
Just-
say, I'm looking at the level. She's fine.
This is an imaginary measurement here.
Oh,
Don't-
come on. Go on with whatever.
Thank you, Sharon.
Please don't lick
Move
our
on, moving
microphones.
along.
Moving on.
She's tired of hearing about it. All right, really quick here. It's loading, of course. It's still loading. All right. So these are some local headlines. Thousands of Washington State employees walked off the job during their lunch hour Tuesday, demanding livable wages and safe staffing levels. This is from the Washington Federation of State Employees, which represents 50,000 state government workers, is negotiating their next 2-year contract. So does that mean our state workers are on strike today?
Possibly.
Said.
I don't know.
We're not state workers, so we don't get to
What
strike.
did she say?
None of us have had coffee
Isn't
yet.
that what you just said?
read it, yeah.
Well, it didn't say strike. It said they walked off. That's not necessarily a strike. They could have
Uh-oh.
just
What
been
did I
like,
do?
They walked off the job?
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
I think that's a strike.
Okay, we'll call that.
Did you do that or did I do it?
No, I did it. I
Okay.
did it. Sorry.
What's going on?
The screen is doing
Oh,
weird
these
things.
Oh,
ladies
okay.
and their
We
screens,
Okay.
changed
Well-
something.
It's public radio. We don't have a lot of money for technology, so sometimes the computers do things.
But
Yeah.
we'll take
Yep.
donations for that.
Exactly.
And we have no money for training, and I got a lack of training over here.
Yeah, that's true.
A lack of
That's true.
training.
Sorry about that.
Don't let her kid you. Sharon is awesome,
Sharon doesn't need training. She just absorbed knowledge.
right?
Oh,
By
yeah.
osmosis.
Yes.
What a line of baloney.
And I think we've all heard this one. A Ferry County woman fought off a black bear the other day.
No.
Yeah. She was hiking outside Kettle Falls. Lynn O'Connor. She was hiking with her dogs, and they started chasing. The dogs, I believe, started chasing what she believes was a bear cub. Then Mama appeared. And came after her. Ooh, that'd be terrifying.
That would be terrifying.
O'Connor's dogs came to her rescue and chased the bear away. She did. Oh, okay. She needed 18 staples in her head after it clawed at her. Fish and Wildlife say they mistakenly killed a different male bear later, but not the one responsible for the attack. So, but luckily the woman is okay. She's going to make a full
Yeah.
recovery. So,
Wow.
thank goodness. That's luck. I mean, ooh, thank goodness she had her dogs with her. Of
Well,
course, that could have been the cause
I
of the
was
thing
just
in the
gonna
first
say,
place.
yeah. Maybe it sounds. You maybe don't have your dog off lead. I know that sounds terrible because I love to let my dogs run too, but we have wildlife here, and sometimes having them off lead just brings that wildlife straight to you.
Predator
Yep.
wildlife, too.
Yeah.
Not just wildlife, but
Yeah,
things
yeah.
that'll kill you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this news comes from Alaska. A judge has ruled that a man serving a 20-year prison sentence can stay on Alaska's general election ballot. Eric Hafner, who has no apparent ties to Alaska. Yeah, don't make any comparisons here. This isn't where this show needs to go.
Yeah, no, we don't want to talk
It's
about
just
this.
funny.
Okay.
It's just funny.
Eric Hafner, who has no apparent ties to Alaska at all, is running for the state's only U.S. House seat. He pled guilty in 2022 to charges of making threats against police officers, judges, and others in New Jersey.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
So-
Well,
somebody
let's
in
go
Alaska
on.
needs to step up.
Felon
yeah.
running for office.
Yeah.
3 Washington State athletes are bringing home medals from the Paralympic Games in Paris. Oh, that's cool.
That's awesome.
That's neat.
Yeah. Spokane-based sprinter Tyler Swanson of Spokane finished the second in the 100 meters and took a bronze in the 100-meter relay. Wheelchair racer Susanna Scaroni from Toccoa won 4 medals. Jolene Roberts, a sprinter from Kent who attended Eastern Washington University, won a silver in the long jump and bronze in the 100-meter.
Nice.
Nice.
So there you go. That's very cool stuff. And in some more local news, yesterday, the schools got shut down for a threat. I don't believe, as of the last I heard, there was a threat for a shooting. I believe it was made online, but they did take it seriously.
Yeah.
So they're
They did a full investigation. They deemed that there was not a credible threat.
okay. Good.
And
Good.
they released a press release. So it's in Chihuahua News and Information if you follow the thread.
Okay.
So they give you the full overview of what they did, why they shut everything down.
Yeah.
The scary part, I mean, which scary part, right? There's so many.
Yeah.
There's
Right.
so many. Was that, a lot of parents put their kids on the bus and go to work, and they
Right.
turn the buses around.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh my gosh, they sent an email first to the parents. And I know a lot of the parents that I was watching on the feed were like, an email? Why did we get an email and not a call, that we could respond to? Because, they don't always check their emails.
Well, those robocalls are not tough.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I don't know if the
and,
system
and
has it here to do
some
that or
of
not.
them got the robocalls.
Yeah, I guess-
I am
good.
on the feed where I'm supposed to get everything, and normally I get a phone call and a message
Yeah.
on my, the message, and I didn't get anything.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to contact the school and make sure that that something didn't happen, because the last message I got was the end of August. And I don't know if there's other people too, if starting in September something happened, because other people on the feed said, well, I'd gotten things about the first day of school and about other stuff, and I didn't even get those. So I don't know how many people are out there.
Well, my understanding is the kids in elementary school got notifications, but the middle and high school kids did not.
They got the email.
Well, see, I have a granddaughter in grade school that I take back and forth, and so that's why I'm signed up. I want to know what's
Well,
happening.
this is way cool, though, Sharon. I mean, as awful as that is, it's way cool that nothing really happened, and they checked the system's not working exactly the way they want it to.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that they can get that fixed. So in case something really does happen, they've got
Absolutely.
May it not
Absolutely.
happen. Knock on
It was
wood.
kinda like
Yeah,
that.
at least we found out it didn't work in something that turned out to be a false alarm.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, if I could get a little closer to that microphone.
Okay.
You can pull it towards you so you don't have to lean forward. There you go.
Pull the mic toward you.
Yeah. Okay.
And up a little so it's in front of you.
Well, okay. So when I watch this at home on my computer, when I've got it going on my
Yeah.
computer, I can't see your all's faces for the mics.
Right.
We know that.
And so that's why I was kind of like being below, because I wouldn't want anybody to miss this lipstick.
Right.
That's true. That's
You
true.
look fabulous.
Oh,
it looks
thank you,
really
thank
good.
you.
Yes. I know Catherine is over. She's all made up. Sharon and I look like we just crawled out of bed. We're like, yeah, you look great. Okay.
Hey, I curled my hair, but as soon as you put these speakers on, it's like sit flat.
I know, right? You can't tell.
No, they're not speakers. They're earphones.
Right?
Yeah.
You don't have to wear them because we're all right here in the studio, but there are some headphones there if you want to.
I
I see
know.
those.
If you wanna
but
ruin
no,
your
thank
hair.
You. I
Yeah.
can hear everybody just fine.
Yeah.
Right?
We listen so we can hear our own volume, so we can hear so we can listen to ourselves talk.
Yeah.
You sound fabulous.
Somebody, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Look fabulous.
Right? I worked for hours on my hair this morning.
I can tell. It
Okay.
looks awesome.
And
Oh.
on we go.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff to get through on our
Yay.
birthday calendar.
Do we do our
Yeah.
birthday calendar first?
No, we haven't. Thank you for reminding me.
Good morning, Ken. Nice to see you.
Oh, good morning, Ken. All right, so today on our Chihuahua Valley Lions Club calendar, we have Pauline Stolp, Chris Ludwig. Ooh.
That's a grandson.
Yep.
Yay.
Awesome.
And then Bob and Joni Graybeal have an anniversary.
Happy
So
anniversary.
happy birthday and anniversary, everybody.
Yep.
And Paula's going to sing you a song now.
Oh, you just interrupted my breath. I was just breathing. Happy birthday. Happy day. Happy birthday. Yay. Yay.
There you go.
I'm going to go find the tune to the one I know.
I think you should have that copyrighted.
I'm going to, right? I'm going to make millions off of it.
That was a very polite way of saying I'm going to find something different.
Remember, I keep saying it's like inspired by Ren and Stimpy on Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
And I can't actually remember how the original song goes, but it's some kind of variant of what I'm doing.
It's as are typical with Ren and Stimpy. It's probably something very annoying.
Exactly.
That's
Which is why mine is a truncated, shortened version of yes.
That's
Yeah,
kind of
see, mine is something like, it's your birthday, shout hooray.
Hooray.
Oh, that's
And I
nice.
can't remember the rest of the words.
Okay,
Happy
so you're going to be in the
birthday
next musical,
to you.
just so that you know that.
Right.
There you go,
Listen to her singing.
Yeah.
Listen to her singing. Okay.
Who knew?
I didn't know.
All right, so go ahead. Let's take it away.
Okay,
Yeah,
today
you're on.
is Wednesday, September 11th, and that is a day that commemorates some sadness in our community.
It does. It does.
And we have the memorial that will be in the park today, and we talked about that a little bit, and we're not sure.
Exactly where,
Yeah, exactly where.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be there about 8 o'clock this morning, which is right in 15 minutes. Yeah.
Right.
So if anybody goes down there and finds out, have them let us know.
Now, I always ask every morning, does everybody remembers where they were? when
Oh,
9/11
absolutely.
happened
I
and
was
what they were
ironing in
doing?
my dining room. Yep, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
I was asleep and my roommates came in. They woke me up. They said, the Twin Towers have been attacked. Your boss called. You got to get to work now.
Oh, wow.
I worked in catering, and we did private events and stuff at a hotel in downtown Anchorage, and we had 2 planefuls of Japanese tourists that were grounded that we were taking care of for about a week.
Wow.
And it was about 18 hours a day for about a week of taking care of these 2 planefuls of Japanese tourists. We developed some good relationships. Of course, they were kind of cranky and they wanted to go home.
Right, understandable.
Right.
But yeah,
right.
we were with them for a long time.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
all day, every day. They weren't.
That's awesome. That's
They
like
weren't allowed to go-
service.
The whole
Thank you for
community,
doing
yeah.
that.
Yeah, they weren't allowed to go
Yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah.
So.
I was drawing blood from someone at the time.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I-
not good.
yeah. I had a
It
good
turned
friend.
out okay, but
Yeah, I had a good friend who was a pilot. He lives here in Chewelah at the golf course, and he was in Canada, and he didn't get to come home.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Was he in the air when it happened?
I don't know. I just know that he had to stay in Canada until they lifted the borders.
my
Yeah.
parents were traveling and just getting ready to cross into the Canadian border. They didn't have
Mm-hmm.
any idea what was going on. My sister called and says, "Don't go.
Yeah.
You'll never get home."
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and so they were like 15 minutes from the border when she called them, and so they didn't get stuck anywhere, which was good.
Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
wow.
That's good.
I know I was working for Compact Computer Corporation, and I was getting ready for work when the first tower got hit.
Yeah.
And then by the time I got to work, the second tower had been hit. And we had a conference of some of our techs from Houston, because Compact was based in Houston. And they were on the top of the tower, one of the towers, doing a presentation for some Asian investors that were looking to purchase products. So
Wow.
there were a lot of coworkers that we knew that were part of certain teams, the server team and some of the other teams that were there in the towers. And so I know a lot of us in the office were just, oh my gosh. And I still don't know. I mean, obviously, I don't know if they made it down. I don't know which tower they were in. I just remember that morning, and we were all like, what about Steve? What about,
Yeah.
so-and-so that we knew was doing this presentation for the Asian investors of people that were coming in. And, of course, they were in the very top.
Yeah.
Well, and then there was hours of just watching the news,
Watching,
wondering
yeah.
what was going to happen, wondering if where else it was going to happen. If the country was under attack, nobody knew
Yeah.
what was happening. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Anyway, that is a commemoration today. And on to other things. We have pickleball this morning at the golf course, especially for beginners. Fired Up Pizza has bingo this evening at 6, and there's an acoustic jam at Andy's tonight from 6 to 8.
And that's new.
It is
Yeah.
new.
And that's Craig, and that's a bunch of other people. I think Dave, Dave that was there at Midsummer Night's
Midsummer,
Dream. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so they show some videos of them just
Yeah.
jamming out at Andy's. And apparently it's a hoot. I mean, a lot of fun. They brought a stand-up bass, right? Didn't Craig have a name for it? Craig, I know you're listening. What was the name of the
I
bass?
think it was Betsy, wasn't it? Was
Yeah,
it
it was
Betsy?
some awesome name for
Yeah.
this bass that he's got and his history that he found it, and somebody's old upstairs.
His mom found it. What was it? In an old
Yeah.
grocery store, an old building in the mall?
Something.
Yeah.
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 How fun.
Lost to history.
Anything else on Wednesday?
I don't have anything.
Okay. Tomorrow, Thursday, September 12th, we have Taste of Chewelah,
Yes, we do.
which is,
Gonna be amazing.
it is. And according to social media, all the tickets are gone.
The tickets are sold out.
And
I have one extra.
And do
Oh.
not buy from
You're such a
anybody
nice lady.
except a friend or a relative, because there are already starting to be some scammers.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
my
was no,
gosh.
seriously, there
Yeah.
was a lady on our feed, Chewelah News and Information from New York, who was like, I have extra tickets, contact me, DM me. And I was going to reach out to her, but I did some research, and she was from New York. I'm like, come on, nobody in New York has tickets to Chewelah's, Taste of
Yeah.
Chewelah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
People
yeah,
are
just how
nuts.
fast.
Yeah,
my
so
gosh.
only get
Yeah.
ticket from a friend or a relative. That's what they've said.
However, if you do not have tickets and you can't get a ticket, there's still the art auction, the action at the auction happening afterwards. You can still go out and support our local restaurants, go sit down, eat, take a look at what they have, you know.
You just have to buy it. You
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
to have that ticket hanging on your neck to get the food.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But
Right,
yeah,
the
go out.
drummers, right? What is it? Their Heartbeat, that wonderful drumming group, the
Oh,
women's
yeah.
drumming group is going to
Yeah.
be out, and they'll be on a
Nice.
corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, go out and
Yeah.
peruse all the restaurants and get
Yeah.
yourself a snack here and a snack there and
A little
meet up with the art
libation.
auction. There you
Yeah.
go.
Snack
Yep.
here, little
There you
snack
go.
there, little snack
Also,
everywhere.
now that's in the afternoon, and somehow I need to put these in time order, but I don't always do that, you know. Tomorrow morning at the Senior Center is Bunko from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on the second and fourth Thursdays, and tomorrow is the second Thursday. So, and last week we tried to figure out what Bunko really
yeah, but
means.
Catherine is here. I think, does Catherine, do you know what
Bunko.
Bunko is?
It's a card game.
Okay.
Okay.
Look how simple she
What-
says that. That's a
What-
great, okay.
What is? I was thinking there's a game at a casino that it's a board with like a bunch of numbers on
Like
it.
Keno?
Keno.
Keno,
yeah.
That's what I was thinking of. I always get Keno and Bunko confused.
Totally, completely different. I mean,
Yeah.
not even close
Not
to
even
the same.
not even remotely.
Yeah,
I get that.
The
But
name isn't even really close.
there's an O at the
There's a
end.
CEO. There's a CEO at the
You're
Yeah.
reaching, Chuck. You're reaching this morning.
Okay.
Okay.
Also, Cougar volleyball tomorrow at Northport. Now, the Cougars played a volleyball game this Monday at Inchelium, and my daughter's the Inchelium volleyball coach, and Inchelium won all three matches.
Oh,
Oh, no.
nice.
Who did you? That'd be
Nice.
hard to root.
Yeah.
I heard that our football team, the high school football team, did really good, though. Didn't they win?
I think so.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Their first game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
sweet.
Gino will know. Ask Gino.
Who
Yeah.
did they play against?
Chelan, maybe,
Okay.
I
Okay.
think.
Also, a reminder: tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. the food bank is open,
Okay.
and it is Diaper Day. This is at the Rosary Parish Hall at 502 East Main from 10 a.m. to 11:30.
Have you ever looked at the price of diapers?
They're
What a service
insane.
these guys are doing
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
people. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll get you through a week.
Yeah.
That's,
And then the food pantry. Remember, we have a food pantry here.
yeah, from
So-
10 a.m. to 2 p.m. tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just saying. Because, we had this talk, and I'm like, the food thing, and you couldn't remember what it was. And I'm like,
Well,
we have the...
she's talking
Are-
about the pantry over by the district office by that church.
Oh, like the little
Yeah,
free
yeah, yeah.
pantry.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Where people
gotcha,
drop
gotcha,
off their
gotcha.
extra veggies and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We can
yeah.
go and pick up food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Friday is just full. Well, you can start the day by going to the chamber out at the casino if you would like, or you can listen to Chuck on the radio.
That's right. Or
And Paula.
And have a
you could-
nice breakfast. Yeah.
you could be like in high school. You could put your earbud in and go to the chamber meeting while
Oh,
listening to us on the morning
multitask.
show.
Whoa,
Yes.
yes.
And then what you can do is you can comment on Facebook
And
and
let
tell
us
us how
know.
the meeting
Yes.
is going, and we can talk about it live on the air.
Oh, yeah.
Because everybody wants to know what's happening. They want the play-by-play of the chamber meeting.
Aha.
So we can get
Yeah.
them on the air. Yeah.
Wow, we totally clobbered them. Gino, thank you. Gino says it was Chelan.
Oh,
And
good.
23-7.
Whoa.
Wow. Good
Yeah, we
job,
did.
boys.
Yeah.
Gino.
Yeah.
Way
That's
to
awesome.
go.
Yep.
Thank you, Gino.
So then Friday morning, you can go play pickleball from 9 to 11:30 up at the golf course, and you can come back and go to the farmer's market. And if you hang around the farmer's market long enough, you can get involved in the apple pie eating contest
Yes.
at 3:30. So that's on just in time for those kids who want to come. I don't know how old you have to be in that pie eating contest. I think you just have to be able to eat pie with your mouth.
Yeah,
Right.
I've-
And didn't we talk about it's not like the whole pie, right? Isn't it
No.
a slice?
It's a slice. It's the fastest to eat a slice.
Yeah.
I think because those pies they actually come from our bakery here.
I would
So they're-
hope so.
So they're good pies. I
Yeah.
mean, they're not cheap pies.
Yeah.
So I think to give everybody their own pie, the cost of that would be astronomical.
Right. But Catherine, last week we were talking about the fact that a lot of people join the pie eating contest, just that free piece of pie. Right? I mean, you have to eat it with your hands behind your back, but you can take your time. You don't have to go to win. You can be like, oh, I'm going to
Just
have a piece
enjoy
of
it.
pie.
Well, I've been told,
Right.
you will be disqualified from the competition if you use your hands.
Right.
But they will not take your piece of pie away from you.
Well,
Well, there you go.
Whoa.
Okay. I love that.
I'm just saying.
Just saying. I love
Yeah.
it. Just saying.
So also going on Friday is Cougar football at North Central.
Where's that?
That's in Spokane.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In the middle of town, kind of. Yeah.
Is that new stadium?
No.
Okay.
That's a high school, North Central High School.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. Craig Meyer karaoke from 8:30 to 11 at Fired Up Pizza. There's a fundraiser for the Larson's granddaughter at 5 p.m. And that is
For
at the
Isabella.
American Legion. And they're having barbecue chicken, potato salad, macaroni salad, baked beans, roll, and dessert. The
$15.
$15. And so come planning to give more than that.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you can't
You know.
you can't go to dinner and have
You
all
can't
that for
you
15.
can't go to lunch.
I don't
Yeah.
think you could buy the ingredients to make that dinner for
no.
$15.
No.
Yeah.
Well, and they're having a dessert auction starting at 5:30
Ooh,
in,
okay, that's
in
what I want.
intervals.
Right.
That's what I
Yeah.
want. Yeah.
You know, when I was a teenager, we did a dessert auction for an activity, and one man, and this was in 1966, okay? One man bought a pie for $100,
Wow.
and then he said, "Oh, I don't want that. Sell it again."
Nice.
Wow.
He just wanted to donate. He came with so much money,
And that's
wanted to
fun.
donate.
That's so fun.
That
When
is
people do that, I
awesome.
love it. Yeah.
You know, and no family should go through this without the support of the community.
Yeah.
I can't even
Yeah.
imagine.
Yeah.
That's the most
what
wonderful
families
thing
should go
about this
through.
whole
Yeah.
area.
Yeah, if people know that you need help, if you
Yeah.
let people know, the community stands forward. But definitely go check out that dinner at the American Legion
Yeah.
on Friday, because really it's a full meal, $15 with dessert. You
It-
can't beat that.
And I
Yeah.
did talk about winning something and then giving it back.
Yeah, donating
There
it
was
back.
the Boy Scouts last year. They had a boat that was donated to them that they raffled off. They didn't sell very many tickets. They didn't even sell a fraction of the tickets of what the boat was even worth. The guy that won the boat donated it back so they could do their raffle again the next time. So
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
nice.
yeah, yeah.
So also, it's the last day for a casting call for the 80s slasher Halloween music video.
Yes.
And the,
KS is doing this, yes.
the filming is in Kettle Falls and Colville on September 28th, and it's possibly from 4 p.m. to midnight. They're looking for 5 women and 5 men, preferably over 18 or looking over 18. It's an unpaid gig, but
Be a
in
lot of fun.
non-speaking
Yeah.
roles. I don't know what IMDb
That's the
listing.
movie database. So you can go and look up any movie and find out their entire information about who was in the cast, who the music was by,
Yeah, you just
who
put
the
your
producer.
name in there. Just put
Yeah.
your own name in there. Like I can put my name in there, and I'm in there twice.
Yeah.
So
The Internet Movie Database.
Yeah.
Well, we did that last
Oh,
year. It was so
okay.
Yeah.
fun. Chuck was a werewolf.
This year I'm a cowboy.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's already picked out his costume.
Yep. Yep.
Well, and Kat and I found a wonderful rainbow tutu, right? Remember Madonna had all those little tutus and everything? So I sent it to Kat, and I'm like, hey, can I wear this? And she's like, sure. So I have my black mesh top and my rainbow tutu and black leggings, and yeah.
I volunteered to be a Madonna, but she said no. We need the village people.
We need
So,
that, yeah. That's
yeah.
good.
Which
So
I mean,
she's
is there
That's why he's the cowboy.
Is there that big of a difference?
So
I don't
if you want to be part of this and want to be part of the casting call, you contact KS at author KS Brooks on Facebook if you're interested. And it closes this Friday, September 13th.
And you
So-
got to get your paperwork.
Gotta fill
Okay.
out that paperwork. Your non-disclosure, so you can find out all the cool stuff.
Okay.
Which I did last night about midnight when she messaged me. She said, if you don't get your paperwork
I was
in.
gonna say you can't do it. Yeah.
Yep.
Gonna say.
And then Saturday, unless you have anything else for Friday.
I do
I mean,
not.
it's a packed day.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday, September 14th, the golf course has their 2-person best ball scramble for those who like to do that. And it's
What
kind of
is that?
neat because it says they'll have a $10,800 prize fund. And so I don't know how much of that you get, but still.
I guess that's the
I prefer mine
prize.
over easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is a ball scramble? So everybody's just hitting a ball and we're trying to hit people in the field, or what is the
I
ball
don't know.
scramble?
I think
What
it's a
does it
distance.
say?
I think it's a distance thing,
it?
isn't it? Isn't
You don't scramble to get away from the ball?
No.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, right? You've
No,
got the people
that's
that are
dodgeball.
driving.
That's
Oh, yeah,
dodgeball.
yeah.
Well, no. This is what's in my brain when I read this. Okay, we have the people driving, right, who can do the ball the fastest, and then we have the people in the field that are not trying to get hit, but they have to stay in the field with all the balls.
They're
so
trying to not get
scrambling.
hit, you mean?
Not get hit. Yeah, didn't I? Yeah,
that's
not get
probably
hit. So
not
it's the
it.
ball scramble, and that's what's in my head. And I'm like, whoa! To sign up for one of those people in the field, does that mean like you have a higher chance of getting
You're
the
so
prize
sick.
money?
You're
I
so
don't know,
sick.
but
You're
like,
just sick.
like this says, Friday evening is a horse race at 3:30 start. I don't know what horse race means in golf.
Golf language.
Quick disclaimer: KCHW does not condone hitting golf balls at people running around a field.
Well,
Yeah.
you know.
However,
so
the kids that drive around in the carts with the cages on them, that's a completely different thing.
Well,
They sign up for that.
like a horse race at a golf course, does that mean they're going to be running around with those little hobby horse stick horse
Dude,
things?
I don't know.
Right, going from
Seriously
hole to
doubt
hole.
that that's
Yeah, I doubt
seriously
that, too.
that that's
Right?
what it is.
This
Yeah.
is my imagination. This is why I can't drink or use recreational drugs because my brain is already like this.
You just gave me another idea of her fundraiser. Thank you very much.
And
Oh, it's
so
here to help,
also on Saturday, back to my list, we have live music at the Chihuahua Golf and Country Club. So if you're not a golfer, you can still go up to the Golf and
That's
Country
right.
Club from 6 to 8 that evening, and it's live music by Two Stones, One Bird will be
You haven't
playing.
been hit by a golf ball.
Oh,
No,
I know.
because you'll be inside at the Golf and Country Club.
I know those guys.
And by then, it'll be all over,
That's
probably.
true. Okay.
Just if you're inside, there's lots of stuff that can break, especially near the bar. Use one of those wiffle golf balls.
Oh, good idea. Yeah, good idea.
Oh, the Craig and his group, they are busy everywhere. Because Sunday, September 15th, All Ages Blues Jam is 4 p.m. at the Fired Up Pizza. There's also a Sunset Fun Run, the Chihuahua Valley
Yes.
Land Trust. Yeah. Tuesday.
Wasn't
go
that
ahead.
last night? Or is there another one? I thought that
Yeah,
was
they
last
had
night.
like 2 or 3 of them coming up. Let's
Okay. Yeah, because there was the one last night, and I believe the next one is on was it the 17th?
Oh, well, maybe I have the wrong day.
Oh, no, it's the 24th. The next one is on the 24th.
How come I have it on?
She's got on the 17th.
I got it
Yeah,
on.
it was last night, so it's
Okay. Well, I might not have fixed it. Okay, right here.
that's okay.
No, that's
Maybe
No,
I
that's
got
the
the wrong
bicycle tour.
information.
Well,
Football. I love this stack. For those of you who can't see, Sharon has a pile here. And I know that I have properly advertised if Sharon has my flyer in this pile. And she does. I'm just waiting for her to go through and be like, oh,
well,
yes.
I don't know what I did with
And
that
while she's
fun
finding
one.
that, I'm going to do a heads up coming up ahead. I believe the 18th is Pechacucha night.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be at the
Oh,
brewery.
here's the fun run. It's the very last one.
And I was up late last night working on my presentation. I have photos. I have an outline.
There you go. Is it together? Is it ready?
I
Is
have
your
an-
presentation?
I have an outline.
He's been saying that for
You have a
quite a few
concept?
weeks.
You have a
Yeah.
concept?
Okay,
like-
that Sunset Fun Run is not September 15th. It is, you're right, September 24th. 24th.
My calendar's never wrong,
I know.
unless
Oh,
it's
God.
unless
I
it's
am
wrong.
lots of times wrong. So, yeah.
Craig is saying, yay, live music. Well, Craig, you're not here to bring us in the break. So I don't know.
I will say that we do have a lot of great musicians here, a lot of great music.
Oh my gosh, they're
but
amazing.
I'm calling out Craig and his family in particular as people who have really done a lot to
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
work on live music promotion and just getting the word out, gathering musicians, creating
Yeah.
opportunities for folks. So
You know
Yeah.
what was really cool is actually being here during the concert with, what was her name?
Matt Hopper and the Roman
Matt
Candles.
Hopper and the Roman Candles, and watching Sally in the front row, listening
Mm-hmm.
to the music, and you knew she really got into it when her head started bobbing, and
Yeah.
she started moving. Then you knew she was really getting
Oh my
into
gosh,
it.
I think she's one of the best bass players that I've
She's really good.
especially a community bass player that I've ever heard. And I've lived all over
Yeah.
the country. She's so talented. And of
Oh,
course
yeah.
Doug is, I mean, the whole family is just so ridiculously talented. They're just wonderful.
Yeah, Daniel always loves it when she hands him her bass. She's like, "Here, take over."
And a big thank you again to everyone that showed up for the show over the weekend. Big thank you to Matt Hopper and the Roman Candles. And again,
Yes.
the McQuains and Will and Rob Lee for coming out and helping getting everything set up, getting the sound tuned in,
great.
and getting us. It was to be able to
yeah.
have a team of 3 people. We had Will running the sound in the theater, Craig running back and forth, checking everything out, making sure everything's okay. I was in here running everything on the air and online, making sure all the levels were correct and everything. We got some new equipment in, and man, I was really, really impressed with how well it sounded
It
going
sounded
out over the
so
air
good.
and
was.
going
It was
out
awesome.
online.
It was also, I listened at
So
home.
we have
Yeah.
a pretty great recording of the whole show that I need to get to the band.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
A lot
I
of you
can't-
try to do all those things myself.
Oh my gosh, it helps to have people helping. I know
does.
I sent a link to my sister in California, and she was watching
I
from
know, I saw her
California.
name on there.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So very, very cool.
Yeah.
All right, Sharon, we're quiet. Continue.
That's okay. Coming up next Tuesday, the 17th, is the Arts Guild monthly meeting. And if you want to know or would like to help with that organization, we have so many wonderful organizations in this town that if you want to volunteer, there is just a lot of
plethora.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's from 5:30 to 7 at the Chihuahua Center for the Arts. Then, of course, you just mentioned Pechacuchu night, 7 p.m., Wednesdays, September 18th at the Quartzsite Brewery. And you want to get there early because it gets packed.
It does get packed.
And
And it's a
it's-
lot of fun.
Yeah, and it's a free activity, but they do ask a $1 donation because to be part of that worldwide organization and have the video, which your videos will be put on the Pechacuchu site, and you can go back and see any of them, and any of them from all over the world.
Yeah.
They ask $1 a piece for that. That's nothing for
No
the
pressure, Chuck.
yeah,
Oh, it's,
Worldwide.
yeah,
I know, right?
Your video.
yeah.
Well, I mean, technically, we're. I don't know if you know this. We're kind of a big deal in Germany right now. I mean,
Ooh.
we have.
Who do you know over there that is making you a big deal?
I don't know,
Right?
but on average, we have about 2,500 listeners in Germany every month.
Wow.
Yeah, that listen online.
That's
It's
awesome.
it's crazy, right? Because that's the one thing we can get stats for is our online listeners, people that tune in on social media, people that use. Because we're on our online feed is on 1,000 different radio feeds.
Sure, yeah.
And somehow we got picked up in a community in Germany, and we have a ton of listeners.
Okay, so the next time I go to Europe, I'm going to have to check
Visit
in.
the
I have to
town,
find
yeah.
out. Okay,
Yeah.
so who knows KCHW?
Right?
I mean, we're like David Hasselhoff. You know? Huge in Germany.
This is awesome. This is like we're having like a
You're
little.
not that tall.
No.
Yeah.
No.
And so coming up also, just some highlights. The Colville Valley Animal Sanctuary Vaccination Clinic
Yep.
is coming up Saturday, September 21st. The Lions Club 8th Annual Romp and Roar Golf Tournament. And Paula has made comments on the pictures. You know, you can come
There's
in
a guy
costume.
on the toilet.
Yeah, you have to hit a ball there. You have all kinds of stations where you have to hit these balls from all kinds of different things. And it's, you know, if you're a golfer and you want to have a lot of fun, there's a team costume contest and photo, you know, so.
See,
there.
so my idea about the people running from the balls is not so off base when you look
Right?
at stuff like this. I'm
Right?
just saying.
I've got to ask my friend Carol about this. She's a big golfer. She knows everything about this. I'll have to find out from her what's
Do because some of these terms we don't understand what they are.
Yeah.
Well, then, I'm sorry, you're about to probably tell us what's happening after that at the golf
Okay,
course.
well, I don't
There's
know.
more.
Oh, yeah.
No,
So
there's
after the Romp and Roar from 5 to 8 p.m. is the Fool's Paradise Band at the Rusty Putter.
Well, I don't have that on
Oh
here.
my gosh.
There's a young man involved. I believe it's him and his family in the band, or at least him and his dad. I believe that's Dave Bergman. I could be wrong, but I think that's right.
Dave Bergman. And
Yeah, wonderful guy.
Yeah.
Really great guy. So,
Fool's Paradise.
Oh, I
Is-
love that name for a
Yeah.
band.
isn't that a great name?
Yeah. Okay.
There's more, Chuck. She hasn't gotten to my event yet, so you have to let her keep
Yeah,
going.
because
But
She's
wait,
still
there's
still
more.
in September. Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's okay because Catherine joined us a little early, so
Yeah.
she can sit through this a little longer with the community events and
It's
help
like
us
a
out with
hen
this.
party over here.
It
Uh-huh.
is.
I'm like surrounded by two of the most awesome women on the planet. So this is like a morning that is just gonna live in infamy.
Hey, look at me in a room surrounded by a bunch of beautiful women.
Yes.
It's like heaven.
You're so
Our
lucky.
glow is,
I am
is
lucky.
helping you. Yes, exactly.
You guys just make me look good.
All right. Back
So
to you,
just to
Sharon.
highlight, Monday, September 23rd is no school in Chihuahua. It's Teacher Learning Day. The teachers have to go to school. Sorry, any teachers that are listening, you still have to go to school that
Oh
day.
Yep.
man.
Um,
It's no, I'm not gonna make the prisoner analogy.
Okay.
Just started school, Chuck. We just started.
Hey.
Okay, I do have the Gold Hill Chihuahua Valley Lantra Sunset Fun Run at 6:30 on Tuesday, the 24th. So I have it on the right day.
Okay.
Bunko's coming up. The Fall Fest is coming up October 5th. The Lions Half Century Bicycle Tour is coming up October 6th.
Yep.
October 9th is an acoustic jam at Andy's. October 18th, the mini cheer camp is coming up, and you can find information on Facebook about that if you have a child that wants to be a cheerleader, and they're going to perform at a football game. October 21st is a blood drive at the Legion, and October 26th is a chamber auction and gala.
That one right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right
And-
here. This one. The really exciting one.
Yeah, I know this one right here. I just saw that this morning. I didn't have time to re-add it to this. On October 26th and 27th and 31st is a trick or treat,
The Haunted Path.
the haunted patch, and
Yes.
Paula's going to tell us all about that.
Yes. Well, once again, this year we are going to create another 50-foot or so long haunted path where it's not going to have any dead ends. There's no animatronics. There's no blood or slasher stuff. It's family friendly, little kid friendly, but we're going to create a nice creepy haunt. And you can go through, and at the very end of the haunt, the guys would like to override me. Usually there's a witch at the end of the haunt sitting in the tent. And this year they're hoping to do maybe a mad scientist laboratory with bubbling vials and stuff, or something else. So I hope it will be the witch at the end of the path. I don't know. We'll have to see. If we're going to do the mad science laboratory, I might need to borrow your tent with the sides. I'm just saying.
No worries.
Probably not a clown, though.
No
'cause
clowns.
That's too scary.
No. The clowns terrify me. Actually, that is the whole reason for the start of our haunt. Because we do this to support Bradley's Taekwondo. And Sam at Bradley's Taekwondo is going to be releasing her dates and times for their amazing 5,000 square foot haunt that they do every year.
Yep.
I know that this year they're going to have a mummy Egyptian theme.
Oh, cool.
And so they've been working on that. She's been building her giant sarcophagus for months now.
Wow.
So, yeah, she's incredibly talented.
I've already seen, if you drive in the back, they've already got the signs up,
Right?
the keep out
Yeah.
signs. And they've already been.
She's had the spider over the coffee forever, so really super excited. But she'll be doing her haunt, but the first year she did it when we were here, it was clowns. And I was like, Sam, I can't go through there. I'll have nightmares. So we'll do our family-friendly haunt because I want to support Bradley's, but I can't handle your haunts. That's what developed the family-friendly haunted path that we have. And one of the other things I like to make sure I share is there are a lot of kids out there who can't have candy.
Yep.
Whether for allergies or they're reactive to the dyes or they can't have the sugar. And so we do have candy-free options available. You just need to let me know or let whoever's at the end of that path know that you would like one of the candy-free options. And it's a fun little
There you go.
cauldron of stuff that I put together.
Especially red dye. So people get the
Yeah.
good chocolate. I'm just saying.
Actually, that's
for
what
the
Daniel
kids'
said.
benefits, not mine.
We've started buying candy. That's what Daniel said. Stick with chocolate.
Stick
So,
with
yeah.
chocolate.
Yeah. And we'll be talking about that again and again
And
and again
again
as
and
it comes,
again.
and with Boo Fest and all the other things that are coming up. But I have two last things. The Lions Club are now taking calendar orders, and they're
Oh,
due
yes.
by November 1st. So if you want one of these birthday calendars, you contact a Lions Club member.
Yep.
You can get on Facebook and find them there too. But and you just add all your birthdays. So
Yep.
like I have all my kids and my grandkids on the Lions Club calendar, and then I buy a couple of them every year to support them.
Yeah, and this
Can
is
I-
annual. This is when we do when we read the birthdays from the Chula
Yeah.
Valley Lions Club
Yeah.
calendar every day. That's
Yeah.
that's the calendar. So
That's the calendar.
get
And
your
so
name
if
on
you
there.
want to have your name on the radio, you got to
Right.
contact a Lions Club member.
I'm going to
Yeah.
send my family's birthdays into the Lions Club, and then I'm going to buy a calendar, and then I don't have to make a calendar, and then I won't forget my family's birthday.
There you go.
Yeah,
I-
exactly.
I want to touch a little bit on the Lions Club itself here. I know I've gotten to know quite a bit of them this summer, and I've known for a long time my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, big Lions Club supporters. They've been involved in Lions Clubs for years before they passed away. It's a great organization. They
Really
do
good
great things, and
organization.
our local Lions Club is run. I'm just going to say it's run primarily by senior citizens. A lot of them on the upper echelon of the senior citizen scale, and they are looking for younger people to come in and sort of help out, to sort of
keep the organization alive.
Keep the organization alive, move on to the next generation, and they really, really need people interested. They do great things.
Well, this summer alone, they helped several people get glasses, and they helped a couple people get hearing aids. They were able to help them, and so it doesn't go out to somewhere else far away. They help people here in our community.
They raised a ton of money for the Anna Schindler Foundation that provides clean housing for kids going through cancer treatment and their families, to take care of the families. And so it's a good organization. So if you're out and about and you're looking for somewhere to help out, check out the Lions Club.
Yeah, and then the one last thing is at the school. For 10th, 11th, and 12th grade students who are interested in taking the Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery, which is called ASVAB, on September 25th. They need to sign up in the counseling office. There's no fee to take the ASVAB, so you might as well take it. You might as well keep taking, and it's a good experience to take these kind of tests to help you. Yeah.
Now, is that because I remember the school when I went to high school, that was mandatory. You had to take that. It was right up there with like the SATs.
Yeah, I guess not.
I remember I was in ROTC in high school. Maybe it was mandatory for the ROTC kids.
That'd be a great way to find out something about yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
We think we know what we're doing and what we know what we're good at. But, a test can really say, oh, I never even thought of that before.
It's funny. I was getting my Pechakusha presentation done, and I brought in some childhood pictures, and I actually have a picture of myself in, like, my full uniform from ROTC. Yeah.
Oh, how cool.
That would be a trip.
I can't wait to see that.
Cool. Yeah.
Well, and it's good to have a baseline, because I took one of these in high school, and then I took one in college, and your ideas and what you're really interested in changes, too.
It really does.
Yeah.
Really, really does. So, what else we got going on here?
That's it on my stack.
Yeah, it's 8:14. Yeah. Do we need to take a break and thank our sponsors?
Yes, that's a good idea, Paula. Thank you so much.
You're training me so well.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna take a quick break here. When we come back, we're gonna talk about some stuff that Catherine's here to talk about. Maybe get some local or not local celebrities, but maybe do some celebrity birthdays.
Okay.
And take us on through the end of the day.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll be right back. KCHW 102.7. This is your morning show with us.
It's 8:16.
Your KCHW morning show is made possible by donations from
Colville Toyota. Colville Toyota, located at 160 West 3rd Avenue in Colville, offers new and used vehicle sales and service. Vehicle sales is open 8:30 a.m. till 7 p.m. Monday through Saturday, with a Toyota Express Maintenance Center open 7:30 a.m. till 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. More information on Colville Toyota's vehicle inventory and services is available at colvilletoyota.com. A small-town dealership with a big heart.
And by Chihuahua Flooring.
Chihuahua Flooring at 214 East Clay in the 3rd Street Mall offers a wide variety of products, including carpet, ceramic and porcelain tile, vinyl and laminate planks, and vinyl sheet flooring. Chihuahua Flooring carries products for both commercial businesses and residential homes, including brands like National Flooring, Dell Tile, Mannington, and Mohawk. They also offer blind repair. For more information, you can visit online at chihuahuaflooring.com, call 509-935-8021, or via email at chihuahuaflooring@gmail.com.
This is KCHW 102.7.
The Public News Service Daily Newscast, September the 11th, 2024. I'm Mike Clifford. Vice President Kamala Harris took a moment during the Tuesday debate to needle former President Trump over his rallies, mocking his tangents about windmills and fictional characters in a bid to get under his skin. Harris said, "I'm going to invite you to attend one of Donald Trump's rallies because it's a really interesting thing to watch." That from the Hill. Trump, clearly irked by the comment, asked to respond. She said people start leaving. People don't go to her rallies, Trump said. So she can't talk about that. People don't leave my rallies. Harris said people start leaving his rallies out of exhaustion and boredom. She added, "One thing you will not hear Trump talk about is you." The start of a new school year in Minnesota has a new twist. Intense focus from national media and voters across the U.S. With Governor Tim Walz running for vice president, many are trying to measure his impact from the classroom to policy decisions.
On the campaign trail, Governor Walz has talked about his career as a public school teacher. On the governing side, his push to help adopt free school meals for all students has drawn attention. Some of his former colleagues from Mankato West High School are speaking out, including retired social studies teacher Bob Eyrig. He says Walz exceeded their expectations when they hired him.
He's just an outstanding role model for any future teacher. There's a lot of hope and inspiration with Tim Walz.
In politics, Walz maintains strong support from unions, including the American Federation of Teachers, for actions like taking a hard stance against private school vouchers. But his opponents argue he kept schools closed for too long during the pandemic, subsequently hurting student test scores. I'm Mike Moen.
And on the 23rd anniversary of the 9/11 attacks, veterans throughout Missouri and beyond are dedicating themselves to community service as a tribute to the fallen.
A St. Louis-based nonprofit called The Mission Continues that engages veterans in supporting under-resourced communities spearheads this homage with United in Service honoring 9/11, one of their 4 national service days. Keith Thomas, who leads communications and marketing for the program, explained the deep connection between 9/11 and veterans nationwide.
That is probably the single most highest recruited day for people to join the military. That was all voluntary. So there was no draft. People signed up by the hundreds and thousands to join the military to do their part.
Close to 3,000 people died in the 9/11 attacks, including those on the 4 hijacked airplanes in the World Trade Center and the Pentagon. 411 victims were first responders. Crystal Blair reporting.
The Remember the Sky campaign by the 9/11 Memorial invites people globally to post sky photos today using the hashtags Never Forget 9/11 and Remember the Sky. This is Public News Service. West Virginia lawmakers will convene for a special session September the 30th. With the state's child care crisis, proposed income tax credits and supplemental appropriations on the agenda.
The Mountain State's spending on child care is much lower than neighboring states and has steadily declined over the past decade. According to the West Virginia Center on Budget and Policy, it's estimated around 26,000 children and their parents currently lack affordable child care options. In a video message this week, the governor reiterated his push for child care tax credits.
Absolutely try to get our tax break across the finish line with child care. There's supplemental appropriations that need to be done, and we need to get the money out the door.
Previous bills proposing a child care tax credit for households with incomes less than $65,000 a year have stalled in the legislature. Nadia Ramlagan reporting.
And several neighborhoods in central and southwest Little Rock are considered food desert, meaning there aren't any grocery stores in the area.
Most of these neighborhoods are in low-income communities and have an impact on Alice residents who are asset-limited, income-constrained, and employed. They're working but don't make enough money to cover all their needs. Virgil Miller is on the Little Rock Board of Directors and says grocery stores in the area closed or relocated because they weren't profitable. He says the city is considering mimicking a program used in Tennessee.
A mobile grocery store is almost like an 18-wheeler that has been adapted to have an aisle in the middle of it, and on each side they have food.
The mobile grocery store in Memphis has fresh produce and other staples and travels around the neighborhoods, stopping at different locations throughout the day. I'm Frida Ross reporting.
Kroger has applied for a grant to buy a new bus and plans to deliver food to 2 new microhome villages currently under construction. The developments will provide temporary housing to people experiencing chronic homelessness. Meantime, pediatricians are ordering their COVID vaccines now for the winter season. But waning interest from families means many doctors are struggling to predict how much to stock. That's according to reporting from KFF Health News.
Some medical practices are only ordering about 5% of what they normally order for flu shots. Orange County pediatrician Dr. Eric Ball says the COVID vaccine has been very effective in protecting kids and adults from severe disease.
And unfortunately, we are still seeing some children who are getting quite ill. We are still hospitalizing children with COVID, particularly the youngest children. And I'm still seeing some children who are having symptoms of long COVID. And there's a lot of evidence that vaccination is probably the best way to prevent any of that from happening.
I'm Suzanne Potter.
This is Mike Clifford for Public News Service, member and listener supported. Hear us on interesting radio stations, your favorite podcast platform. Find our content and trust indicators at publicnewsservice.org.
KCHW is online at kchw.org. Listen to the live stream, find out about station events, memberships, local weather, and volunteering. You're listening to KCHW 102.7.
Welcome back, everybody.
Oh, where's the horse?
You know what I forgot at the beginning of the show?
I was going to say, the horse.
I forgot this. I forgot that.
Yeah.
Howdy, y'all.
All right now. Come on, boy.
No wonder things have been off.
Yeah.
Good boy. Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome back, everybody, to the KCHW Morning Show for part 2 of this morning show. We are back here with myself, Sharon Ludwig, Paula Randall, and, of course, the ever-lovely Catherine
thank you.
Patton. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the show.
Morning.
And, Catherine, we brought you here. You've got some stuff going on that you want to talk about.
I do. I'm so excited.
You're just bursting at the seams
I know,
over
I
there.
am.
You
I'm
can't
so
wait.
excited.
But
I know.
it is your turn.
Okay.
You get the floor, so go ahead.
Go? Is that
Let's just go.
Okay.
Go. I'll shut up.
So I am a member of the board of directors for the Chihuahua Center for the Arts. And I'm excited about everything that happens down there because we do so many different types of events for the community, and people rent the facility. They do all kinds of things there. I mean, with the Stompers are there, and we do all kinds of things. But one of the things that I am in charge of and I'm excited about is our One Act Play Festival. And this will be our second time we've done this. And we do however many one acts it takes to fill 2 hours. So we're doing mostly 10 to 20 minute ones this time. We have a slew of directors that have already signed up, and I'm looking for more directors. And it's just a black box theater, so we don't have any sets. We just have like couches or chairs or tables that somebody might need, or a bench, whatever somebody needs for their show. But it's just a black box event. About 10 minutes to 20 minutes per show. Mm-hmm. So it's not a whole lot to try to memorize. It's not a whole lot to try to figure out. You still have to get into character and so on as the actors. So one of the reasons why I wanted to come on today was because the cutoff for directors to sign up is September 28th. So by September 28th, we need to have my directors in line so that I can give them time to read the shows and they can choose which shows they want to do. And then we have auditions. Their auditions will actually be on September 30th and October 1st. So there's a couple of opportunities here. Mm-hmm. First opportunity, of course, is to direct a show. So if you've ever thought that was something that you've ever wanted to do, or that you've done it before, but you don't have time to do a big one, and you don't know if you're too rusty, you don't know enough about the community to feel like you can be successful, well, this is your opportunity. Because I'll be backing everybody that's directing. I'll be attending rehearsals. It's like I'm going to be living and breathing One Act Plays for quite a while, which is fine. I'm excited about it.
Nice.
But getting people involved and getting people who maybe want to direct but never have before, that's the goal. And to get more people to know what we do there And for people to go, nah, I don't know. I just don't really have the time to rehearse something for 10 or 12 weeks. And I don't have time to learn all those. Or I'm too old. I can't remember lines anymore, which is I'm thinking about myself when I do that. This is just 10 minutes. And so you have 2 or 3 people. So it's not a big deal. And you'll have 2 months to learn this. You know, so it's, or a month and a half. So it's something that works out pretty well. For a regular drama, 2-hour dramatic or comedy play, you can put that on in 6 to 8 weeks, easy. Well, we're doing 10-minute shows and we're still giving 6 weeks to learn it. And so you've got lots of practice time well, at home even. I mean, so you don't have to have a lot of rehearsals, but you've got time to learn, you know, what you're doing.
Yep.
Rehearsals will be at the discretion of the directors and the cast. So if it's a play where everybody's retired, it could be at 10 o'clock in the morning. Or it could be in the evening after work if people are working. So it all depends. So anybody can make this work for their schedule if they're interested in doing that. So that's really exciting. And the performances are November 15th, 16th, and 17th, which we generally do a 3-day run, 7 o'clock on Friday and Saturday, and then 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Sundays. It's like a normal thing. And so then right after that, then we have the auditions for our winter play. So, I mean, it's just a constant stream of what we're doing. So the one acts, one of the fun things about the one acts is that, you know, if you just kind of want to get out of your comfort zone just a little bit and you want to try something, this is perfect because how bad can you be in 10 minutes, you know? No, just kidding.
Challenge
we
accepted.
do not,
How good can you be in 10 minutes?
So I absolutely refuse to let anybody be mediocre on stage.
Good.
Okay, so one of my goal is to make sure that we being Center Stage Productions, never put out a mediocre play, and we haven't. I mean, I've never seen a mediocre play since I've been here. I don't know what, you know, prior to this, my understanding is that they were quite fun and awesome. We did the one acts before. We had people crying in the audience. From Deanna Barnes directed a show called Alley Cat by Keith Whalen. And Keith actually reached out to me this year and said, I have a new play. And it's the same play from the viewpoint of the husband and the father. And it's wonderful. Oh my gosh, it's wonderful. And that's the play that made everybody cry. They go, oh my gosh, I didn't know we were going to be able to get into it this much, you know, for just a one act. So this one is only about 10 or 15 minutes long, and so we are going to be doing that this year. I'm hoping that Deanna will be able to come back and direct again. But we are going to do that, and we'll kind of tie it in. We'll explain the other show and what we've done and so on.
I if anything, I'm always overwhelmed. I like just all the plays I've been to here exceed my expectations.
Yeah.
I mean, I go in. I've been to many of them before, and I know that the quality is there. But then I just and especially Janet with the kids programs. Oh my gosh. The stuff they do are way beyond the level of what a town this size you would think of as community theater.
There's incredible talent here, and going back to somebody who's new to town.
Yeah.
Right. I will say that having Catherine behind you as a new director. Yeah. I mean, there's a level of security and safety that that if you are missing something, if you have not seen something, if you're overlooking something, if she's right there and it's a tap, tap. Hey, have you thought about? Hey, have you looked at? Hey, have you, what are you going to do here? And she provides the questions and the support without dominating what you're doing as a director. So
that's
this
so sweet. Thank you.
No,
I'm
this is
blushing.
real. It's like to all the people out there, the call outs out there for people who are interested in directing, this is going to be the best bet because it's a safe space and you're going to be wonderfully supported. Mm-hmm. You're going to be supported by the fellow directors. And again, you've got this wonderful resource of Catherine standing there saying, hey, I'm here.
Oh, that's awful sweet. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know how to, thank you. That's very nice. So yeah, I will be there supporting whoever, even the seasoned directors, in case there's any questions, concerns, and then plus that gives me an idea of how to put the actual show together. So if we have 6 plays or we have 8 plays, then how are we putting those in for the audience? involvement and
Right.
enjoyment and so on and so forth. Another reason to do this is very self-serving, and that is to get more volunteers that are working with the
Yes.
theater, and not just Center Stage Productions, but anything having to do with Chihuahua Center for the Arts.
Yep.
So yes, of course, we want more members. We want more people involved with our troupe. We are the community theater troupe. We are the organization that anybody can be involved with. We do auditions for all of our shows. I mean, even guests who want to come in who are not really part of us and do something, they still, if they're going to be under Center Stage Productions, they have to have auditions. We don't do a show. It's all based
precast,
on it's all based on the auditions. So last year, or year before last, Sharon helped me with this. I think it was year before last. I wanted to direct 9 to 5, and it was. Oh my gosh, it was the auditions were outstanding. I have never seen the number of people who came out, women-wise, for this show, excited about being in 9 to 5. We just didn't have enough men.
The script was amazing.
Looking at you, Chuck.
I know, right? I auditioned, I signed up, and then we had a death in the family. And
Oh, no.
Well, we knew about the death before it had happened, but we weren't sure when we were going to be able to get down there, and we had made plans. And then we ended up not even going that. We had to
I know. I don't even want to hear that.
I know.
But we're going to be doing that this next fall. So, I mean, we've got lots of plans going on. But the main thing right now that I personally am focused on are the one-act plays. So I've already picked out all of the one-act plays that we are going to choose from. So the way this will work, and these are all plays that have only been produced maybe once or twice. So, and they're brand new plays. And so we picked them out. I sent them out to several of our board members to read a couple of years ago, and so I've used those ranking systems, to choose the ones that we're doing this time. But one of the most fun things about it is, for me personally, is watching information become knowledge when somebody's on stage and they've learned the difference between stage right and just right and stage left and just left and upstage and downstage and so on and so forth. Paula,
she says, looking at me. I'd be giving direction and telling them, and Catherine would be behind me going, stage right. Yeah, wait, what Catherine said, over there.
I've been doing theater off and on since 3rd grade, and I still have
over
to go
there. So anyway, so that's what's going on. So if you are interested in becoming a director, you can call the center if you want to, and Sharon will give you the information, or you can contact me personally. I'll say it's KPS, as in Kite, Paul, stupid, whatever.
Sierra.
Sierra, whatever. 012258, which is my date of birth, in case you want to send me a birthday card. Okay.
I thought you were talking about another radio station. I was like, what?
KPS 012258 at
KPS
Gmail.
106? No.
No.
Sorry.
At gmail.com.
Say it again, because I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
That's okay. It's KPS 012258.
Okay.
At gmail.com. Or you can call me. I'll give you my phone number. I don't care. That's 509-935-0409.
And good luck trying to call her at 3 o'clock in the morning. She won't answer. Just letting you know now.
I know. I've tried. I call and I
Right?
let it ring and ring and ring, and then I call back again,
Right?
and then I call back again, and then before you know it, it just stops ringing. I don't know what's going on.
I know. There's something about the sleep that's kind of important.
Well, and if you forget that, you can go to our website, Chihuahua Center for the Arts, and there is a contact. You can contact us, and it comes through on my email, and I get within a day, I get back to you. I had one yesterday that somebody had some questions, and I got right back to them. So
very cool.
Yeah.
I have to, again, I'm poking my nose in here again. So I had so much fun directing this past summer during the Midsummer Night's Dream. And I have to say, I have to do a call out and kudos to Sharon, too, for all you new directors out there.
Yep.
I would be like, I was thinking about, and I was wondering if, and Sharon would say, I think we have that. And she'd slowly walk me over to the stock room and everything. She'd show me how everything was inventoried. And she's like, I'm pretty sure right over here. And then she would go over and she would find a bin that was labeled with exactly what I needed, right? Whether it was feathers or flowers or, tuba makers. So there would be a bin. And it didn't matter how obscure. She'd be like, I think we might have that here. And we would
She's
go.
amazing. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. As a resource, you can't beat Sharon. You just can't beat Sharon.
There is a reason why she has the moniker Queen of Chihuahua.
Oh my gosh, right?
I've never heard that.
Oh, you haven't?
It's everywhere.
Everyone else, you talked about the Queen of Tooele, and everybody knows who you're talking about.
You're so funny.
And you are a beloved, benevolent queen.
Yes,
Thank you.
She is.
You are one that's given the title out of love and respect.
Out of absolute
You
love and
deserve it.
respect. Yes.
So there's
She most
that.
certainly does. And every
Yeah.
time I have a project like this I want to do or something like that, she goes, I think that's great. Just go for it. She's so supportive. So the cutoff for being a director, I just need to know this by September 28th. And then our auditions for the one acts are going to be September 30th and October 1st. And if Chuck agrees with me, we'll have them here at the radio station.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Perfect.
Because I think I think I need it for the radio station because I think we're having rehearsals for either the Winter Wonderettes or Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or 14 other things that are going on at the center.
Yeah.
Then we're gearing
I would
up.
be honored. Actually.
Okay, thank you.
That's awesome. Thank you, Chuck.
And so the performances again would be November 15th through the 17th. And then the next day we have, right after we're done with that, we have auditions for the winter play.
Yes.
Then I personally will be gearing up for not only the community sing-along, caroling sing-along at the center, but the radio show.
Radio show.
So we're doing it again as we did last year. We'll have 3 performances. The first performance will be here at the radio station, and we'll be live on the air.
Yep.
And then the next 2 performances will be at the center. So that will be on Saturday night and Sunday afternoon. And our performance here will be on the Friday night where we're live on the air. And we are going to do, drum roll. That sounds really good, guys.
Right? I know.
Yeah. It's a Wonderful Life.
Yay!
That's right.
Woo! So,
That's right.
A holiday classic.
yes,
Yeah.
it is. And how do you like that movie, Chuck?
We had this conversation. I have never seen
No.
It's a Wonderful Life.
You're kidding.
I know,
It's an
isn't
annual event.
I have never
How
watched
can you not
it.
have seen It's a
It
Wonderful
was,
Life?
growing up in our household, it was one of those that would come on, and my dad, all right, and change the channel and put on John Wayne or something.
Well, it's time. You need
yeah.
to. You need to.
You
see
need
it.
to-
I should
see
watch
it.
it. My
Yeah.
wife's been trying to get me. You get stuck in these childhood sort of ruts and like, oh no,
Well, grab the popcorn and.
But
and
Yeah.
I will watch it this year before the auditions. I will watch that movie.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. So it will be done again like we did last year. It'll be a reader's theater. So there's no memorization that's required. Most of our rehearsals we've probably done here at the radio station. Chuck and I haven't discussed that one yet, but there's so much going on down at the theater.
That's okay.
And
Oh, by the way, Chuck.
we can do it at the theater, but it's much more comfortable to do it here, because there'll be less people and we've got
That's
more.
$75 an hour.
Yeah.
There'll be
you can-
heat
Hey,
here.
we'll take that out of the money the radio station gets for the show. Is that-
Right,
We'll send,
exactly.
we'll send you an electronic bill. You can pay that with a credit card.
So we're really excited about that, and
Very cool.
I've already talked with Jay, one of our sound guys, about making sure that our performance over the air is better. Last year was the first time we'd ever done it, and we had a little reverb issue.
There was, which I figured out why that was happening.
Right? And now with a successful sound test with, I don't want to mess up his name. Matt Hammer, Matt Horner and the Roman Candles.
Oh, Matt Hopper. Yeah,
Hopper.
Matt Hopper. Yes.
I was wondering why he was looking at you a little strange.
I know, like, come on, help me out here, Chuck. But no, with the sound that you guys were able to do with that, it's like we have our sound issues fixed, and so now we should be good. We should be good.
Well, so we're
excited.
also going to be doing some teaser things
Yeah.
with all through the month of December with the show to
Yeah.
let people know how we're sounding and what we're doing.
Yeah.
So we get even more people. We had a
Exactly.
wonderful audience.
We're gonna do some real life live on the air sound checks, basically
Yes.
sound testing with a little bit of teasers.
Perfect.
And last year we had one particular individual who we did some sound checks and got him under control and sounded good. And then I think the adrenaline kicked in during the live
Oh,
performances.
my husband. Yeah.
We weren't going to say that.
There was some.
It's okay.
There was some chain rattling that we said, okay, turn around and get really far away from the microphone, because when it's close to the
Yeah.
microphone, all you hear is,
Yeah.
and that's what we heard over the air.
Well, the
He
sound
was-
effects were awesome, though, I must say.
They really
Yeah.
were.
They really were.
We had some
Yeah.
radio issues, but in live performances, the people who out here listened, and then when we were at the theater, He did a wonderful job.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it was just
Yep.
the radio thing, but we got that figured out. We're good to go. So so much exciting things going on.
He got excited.
He got
and
really
he was
excited.
Just really into it.
I have to say, one of the things, though, when he was being so crazy with the chains, is KS was here taking pictures for the newspaper.
Yeah.
She got the coolest photos of him over there, you know, with the chains, making those sound effects. So really neat. It was fun. It was fun.
It was a good time, and you get to read your script.
Yeah.
You know, so we'll rehearse it. So you don't really have to like have your head. We're rehearsing enough that you will have read it enough that it's
Right.
not something that you have to look, you know, like this all the time to get your character going. But you still have your script in front of you.
It also didn't help that last year, a week before the performance, half of the cast, myself
Had
included, came
COVID.
down with COVID.
Right.
Oh, my gosh.
So there was the last week of rehearsals, I was not here. And I got really sick.
Yeah, and we lost cast members.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, poor Darcia got to do one show, you know, and then we had to have other people in the cast, you know, replace. That's part of theater. You know, things happen, and you've got to jump in and make it work.
There was
And
a
are we
horrible,
gonna have
unfortunate
any
injury.
Yeah, we're not going to have any floor monitors this year, or we're going to tape it down, and we're going to
I have
not let
caution
Tawny
tape.
move. Yeah.
Well, Tawny's already reached out, wants to be part of it.
Good.
So I'm excited to see her
But
again.
yeah, Tawny, you're not allowed to move on stage without somebody with you.
That's not true. Stop. She just won't wear a long dress. But it'll be set in the 40s, like for radio shows,
yep.
like the late 40s in this case, because It's a Wonderful Life is written then.
Yeah.
So it's exciting, and it's a show that everybody loves. It's a sweet show, and it's a 60-minute version. It's a cut down version, and Anthony Palermo, who abridged and wrote the one last year for the Christmas Carol, is doing this one also. I know you've already mentioned that. But he does a great job. I mean, if you look at his website and what he does to teach people who have never done any radio or never done any sound effects exactly how to do it from beginning to end, it's really quite wonderful.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So
He
I
kind of
always
lays
had-
it all out and really
Yeah.
makes it. Although he did say, and he writes radio scripts for a living. And I told him, we're going to do this live on the air. And he said, you're crazy.
Nobody does it live
He's
on
like,
the air. You
nobody does
record
this
it.
live on the air. You pre-record it. And I said, no, we're doing it live. He's
doing
like,
it.
well, good luck with that. Let me know how that works out.
Well, it was awesome. I mean, we
It
had,
was.
the reverb
It was.
issue, but the rest of it was outstanding. And this year, we should have all those little bugs.
Yeah.
You know,
I had no idea what I was doing last year. I fully admit that. I didn't have a clue. I'm like, yeah, that sounds like fun. Let's do that. Which is pretty much
That's
my
hilarious.
life. But, you know.
Live and learn.
Yeah, so but
That's
yeah,
good.
that's how
Yeah.
you learn stuff.
That's
is
all
you-
exactly. That's
is
you always have a debriefing afterwards. Kind of see what you
Exactly.
learned and what you need to do different next time, and it works out great.
Exactly, and I think we're really gonna. I'm really excited about this one because now I'm more confident, more on
Right.
top of things.
Yeah.
And I think we can really, and we've got a little bit of better team together from the radio station end, to really kind of work together and get these sound issues figured out. Because I mean, last year, like Jay, he was doing sound, and I'm in here texting him, and he's not checking his text messages because he's in the middle of running a show.
Yeah, he's trying to do sound
Yeah,
effects.
so
you
I-
know.
understandably, he's not busy looking at his phone, and I'm like,
Something's
trying to wave at the
wrong,
window,
yeah.
like, turn
Well,
down the
and
reverb.
over at the theater, we've added intercom set. I mean,
Headset. Yeah, the headset.
headsets.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to have that between the sound person and you in here.
Oh,
you know,
very
things
cool.
like
Can
that.
we borrow those?
Yeah,
For the show?
yeah,
Oh, well, of
absolutely.
course.
Perfect.
Oh,
Perfect.
yes.
Nice.
Yeah,
That'll be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm over the moon about this one. I think it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Last year I was excited about it because it's something new and exciting, and this year I'm excited because I think we know what we're doing now.
Well, and I want to be able to do this every year.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I see the
Absolutely.
future. I see the future as Center Stage Productions continues to grow.
Yep.
I see a radio show troupe coming out of this.
I agree.
You know, it'll be a couple of years before we get all the people that we want to do that, to do things throughout the year. You know, Alfred Hitchcock did a lot of really
Wouldn't
cool
that be
radio
fun?
things. You know,
Yeah.
they're not just seasonal for Christmas, but you know maybe 3 a year. You know, Christmas plus 2 others a year. But we just need more people.
And we've had some other stuff in the talks too about more variety show type stuff, game shows. I mean, it doesn't even have to just be on the radio. We can do live broadcasts on the radio, and if we get some better cameras in here, we can do some more fun, just
how
goofy things,
fun.
and maybe get together a comedy troupe, do some comedy
A
nights.
whole nother reason for everyone
Yep.
to donate and be a member.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, to
And-
KCHW.
Lots of
And
opportunities.
doing stuff like this, theater, these one acts, the radio plays, like you were saying earlier, this is a great intro. If you're new into town, you want to meet somebody.
Oh, yeah.
If you've been here and just want to get out more and meet more people, or just do something, especially these smaller little bite-sized
vignettes.
Sort of vignettes. Yeah.
Well, and think about what you did when you were in grade school and you were in that third grade play and you were the tree and how much fun you had.
Exactly.
Well, come back out as an adult.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We can make you a tree if you want to be a tree again. If you really enjoyed it, we'll find you a part for a tree. We can do that.
And the thing that gets me about theater is you do one play and you have family for life.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The bonds that you make and the the sort of relationships that you create.
That's so true. Last time I was on, Scott was on with us.
Yeah.
And he made the perfect comment in that there's nothing else in the world like this. So when you make yourself, you have to make yourself vulnerable to be an actor.
Very.
So, and it's a safe spot. You can do anything. I mean, you can act like a loon. You can do all this. Whatever
I just want
you do.
the whole radio show to see that, capture that moment
Right.
for all time.
And it's okay because I know I'm in a safe spot.
Yes.
And so when you act crazy, because you have to on stage, you have to become somebody else, not who you are, but you become this person. It gives you permission to be out there if you need to be.
Yeah.
And it's a safe place to be crazy and whatever. And yet still be professional. I mean, it's something that this is what we all do. And nobody ever makes fun of anybody in the theater. I mean, we're all creative beings and we just do what we do. And if it doesn't work in the show, the director says, give me something else.
Or tone it down or do something.
Show me, give me something else. Show me a different way to do that. Next time, come up with a new idea. It's not that it just doesn't fit what the director's idea is. Not that it's bad, but the director may have a different idea.
Yeah.
So it's a very safe space for somebody who's never done anything like that before and they're a little bit scared of it. Come on out and have some fun with this. As an adult, you can still play.
Yeah, and I mean, if you've ever been a part of a vocal warm-up or something beforehand.
Oh, right. Major silly, Trying to get those vocal cords warmed up,
I think part of the point of that is to get people to
break down
get
those
to a point
barriers.
where you can't possibly embarrass yourself more than that.
Yeah.
So just now you can calm down in your role.
Yeah.
And,
so you just let go and everybody's there with you. You're not by yourself.
Yeah, and this friendship thing.
Yeah.
Years ago, I was in a play with Christina Johnson Short, and then she came and did the radio show.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, and it was like I met my long lost relative because I had been in a play with her before, and I just love her. And now I follow her on Facebook, and she's in New York doing a runway show.
she's
and
doing
she lives in
New York.
Colville.
Yeah.
And so we find out things about each other, and those friendships last forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and there was someone living behind me, this older gentleman who had pears and pear trees and all kinds of stuff that were sort of back in the alley behind our house, and I don't want to just go pick people's fruit, and I was
That's a good thing.
trying to get the
Yes,
kids to
you
go
do.
over and maybe I mean I want to, but we kept for a few years. We're like, I don't know, should we just go knock on his door and just ask him? He seems like a nice enough guy. Turns out, he was our football coach here. He's the best hitman, makes the best hitman ever, Vinny. And for the life of me, my brain it's early in the morning, and my brain just is making a brain dump. But ended up being really good friends with the guy.
That's okay. Awesome.
And of course, he's like, help yourself to the fruit. I'm not gonna eat. And it just all fell on the ground anyway.
Well, and the thing about small town also is that, I've only lived here for like 5 years. And I walked in when they were doing auditions for Odd Couple.
Yeah.
And I just went to the auditions so that I could sign up to do makeup or sets or some costuming, lights, whatever in the theater. Here I am, use me. I want to do something. And Deanna Barnes, again, directed that show, and Sherry Freeman was helping her as she was a new director, and Sherry was mentoring her. And she goes, no, you need to audition. I went, oh no, I'm way too old to be a pigeon sister. I was 60, years old, 60 something. And I said, oh, she goes, well, we're doing the senior citizen version. Don't worry about it, And so I was a pigeon sister. With Bonnie.
That's awesome.
And so that's how I got my start. And then everybody just welcomed me with open arms. And that's the way it is down there. People come in and just please, we would love your creativity. We want your ideas. Somebody that doesn't live here, that's new to the community, we want your ideas. You've got new things. People who've never left Chewelah, they don't know what you know. We want those ideas. We want the input.
Right.
Well, as an example, we had thought about doing playbills, and we said, oh, no, we can't do that. Catherine comes in, joins the group, and says, let's do a playbill, and we all roll our eyes and say, we can't do that. And she just suggested, and we've done a playbill every year for the last several years.
And it's a nice little fundraiser for us, and it gets the community more involved, and people who come see who's in the community involved with arts.
Yeah.
But
But us who've been here a long time think, oh, we tried that, we can't do that. And so we need you, the new people, we need new blood to say, well, let's try it again.
Here's some new information, or here's a new way, or the society's changed. I mean, the culture changes and so on. So,
Exactly.
So that was my big thing about the one-act plays.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
Which means I have an email I need to forward you.
Yes, you do.
Maybe I won't forward it. Maybe I'll respond to him and CC you on that. Like
that would
I
be
was
perfect.
supposed to have done.
That's
with
okay.
The first email.
I still love you, Chuck.
Okay,
it's
so
okay.
tell us again what these deadlines are for the one acts.
Yeah.
Okay, so September 28th is the deadline for the directors signing up.
Okay.
And if you do it before that, as soon as somebody signs up, then I will send the plays to them so that they can read, and then they'll make choices 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
So let's say if everybody wants to do play A, so we'll have a discussion. We'll talk about it, and depending on if somebody's never directed before or has directed before, I may make the executive decision. If it's a tough player and needs somebody with some that
you
really
need to
knows
keep
how to
up
do it,
close to the mic.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. I keep hitting my chin.
Yeah, we can tell in the headphones when you're getting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I'll send out the plays for all the directors to read, and then they can make choices to which ones they want to do. 1, 2, 3 in their order, and hopefully you'll get exactly what you want. Everybody did last time. So hopefully you'll get what you want. And then the actual auditions, if you want to be in these short little plays, are September 30th and October 1st.
Yep.
And they'll be in the evening. It'll be probably 6 o'clock. We'll have it on the website. We'll have it on our website as well as our Facebook page.
It's on the Creative District calendar as well.
Awesome.
I put it up last night.
Awesome. And our performances are mid-November, 15th, 16th, and 17th. And
That's
rehearsal
very cool.
schedule will be based on the individual play itself. So I can't tell you when you'll be rehearsing, but I can tell you that it'll be based on when you can do it. We're not saying, okay, here's a rehearsal schedule, you have to fit around this. It's just the opposite.
Yeah.
With the rehearsal schedule, we build based on the cast.
And I know, like when we were in high school, we did the senior one-act plays, and they were always a hoot. I did mine. It was a silly. When I was a senior, I directed one. It was a silly, based on. I think it was called Et tu, Brute. It was based on Caesar's execution, but it was definitely a spoof. There were, his bodyguards wore sunglasses and got distracted by bubble wrap. It was really dumb. But at my junior year, actually, Hillary Gardner, who we had on the show a couple months ago, she's a jazz singer from New York, really successful. Actually had a Broadway show, the Frank Sinatra show on Broadway. She was one of the featured singers.
Wow.
Singing with the sort of background of Frank Sinatra on Broadway.
Nice.
But yeah, she directed a senior one act that I was cast in. It was a solo show. It was about an 8-minute monologue of an older gay man who was dying of AIDS. It was very serious, very sad. We got all the way through it, all the way up until about a week before the performance. And this was in the 90s. The school board got wind of what we were putting on and did not let us perform the show. And I'm still to this day.
Wow.
It angers me that they canceled that show.
Censoring the arts for nothing. I mean, I can
Yeah.
understand it if it was pornographic, but I can't understand it because it's a real life issue.
Yeah.
It was huge.
Now there was another one we did for a it was a variety show of me and a friend of mine. It was sort of a skit in between. Remember the old Charmin commercials where the kids would go out and play soccer and they got all bumped up? Well, this was the dating version of that between two young people that went in and used the toilet paper for stuffing undergarments.
Yeah.
Okay. That one also got canceled, but
imagine that.
Exactly. That one was understandable.
Oh my goodness.
That's 12-year-old humor for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, we only have a few minutes here, but I want to get some trivia before we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to kind of go back and forth. I've got some general Southern trivia, and then I have some phrases. There's not a lot of these phrases that are difficult.
Okay.
But we might stump somebody out there. Probably not you, because All right. So let's see here. I'm trying to do. Let's see. So, blah, 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 blah. I had some better ones. Okay. I got this. I keep scrolling through. These are all so easy. Like y'all. Like, what does y'all mean? Of course.
Hey, when we moved to Texas, it took my kids like months to learn how to say y'all.
Yeah.
They
Oh, it's
kept
like
going-
Louisville.
Yeah.
Like
they
if you're
kept,
from Kentucky,
you
it's
all.
Louisville, not Louisville. You know, and
Mhm.
so it's at New Orleans instead of New Orleans.
I say
Yeah, New
y'all
Orleans, yeah.
because y'all is like the perfect. What's is it a conjugation? What's the term for the
Contraction.
You, all, yeah.
contraction? It's so
Yeah.
it's gender neutral. It's
And it's all y'all if it's more than two.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
It actually I've seen scientific breakdowns of why y'all should actually be incorporated as nationwide. It's not southern. It shouldn't be southern slang. It actually has lots of uses.
Absolutely. There's
I could-
great things in the
Okay,
South.
go on with
I
the
could,
trivia.
I could write a dissertation on that.
I want to
Okay.
answer a question.
Right? I know. We're ready. We're primed.
Yeah.
I'm as happy as a dead pig in the sunshine. Is that a positive or a negative statement?
That's very positive.
Yes, that is
Is
that
it
is
dead pig in the sunshine?
a dead pig in the sunshine.
I have never
but you're
heard
dead.
that.
So it can't be happy because you're dead.
Right?
Oh, he's a dead pig?
Yeah.
Oh, I never even
Yeah.
heard. Okay, so
As happy
actually,
as a dead pig in the sunshine, but
I've never
it's-
even heard that,
It says
yeah.
it's a positive phrase.
Yeah.
So okay,
I-
take your own sweet time.
Yep.
Is that telling someone go ahead and take all the time you need?
yeah, but
Or-
sarcastically.
Or is that is
It's-
that a sarcastic term saying
It's a sarcastic
Yeah,
term,
yeah.
yeah. Go ahead and take all the time you need there, buddy.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
And here's one that I've heard, and I don't know if it's a Southern thing. It's not on this list. Do you have a quarter? It's a very sarcastic term that you use. I'll just explain it because I don't think anyone knows. So if you're walking around with an armful of stuff and somebody asks you for a favor, you say, "Hey, you got a quarter?"
so you got a match.
Because implying that why are you asking me to do all this stuff? Because my arms are full. Like,
Well, that's
digging,
what-
like
was
being able to dig through your pocket for a quarter while your arms are full.
Yeah, what does it say if you got a match?
Yeah.
When your hands are full, you say, got a match?
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
Exactly.
One of my favorite Southern sections is not, I'm sure it's not on there, is saying something like, I love that so much. I'm going to jump on that like a duck on a June bug.
Oh, there you go.
I've
Ducks
said
love
that.
those June bugs.
I've said that about boyfriends before, you know.
Yeah.
But like a duck on a June bug, because if you've ever seen June bugs, I don't even know that we have them here. They're almost the size of like 2/3 the size of a quarter.
Yeah.
It's a beetle
They're
that's
pretty
got iridescent green wings, and they like hit everything, beat in everything, you know.
They're very
And
clumsy.
Very, very
They're
clumsy.
not very smart.
But oh my gosh, have you ever seen ducks in a garden with? I mean, they're like grab them. You know, they're just like way best
Oh,
feed
yeah.
ever, you know, kind of thing.
They're special treats for the ducks. They
yeah.
love them.
Yeah, so like a duck on a June bug, it's like on it, you know.
We had chickens in Tennessee in June bug season when like literally the ground is just covered in June bugs. You can't step
Yep.
without crunching. Oh
Yep.
man, you let the chickens out of the coop and they're just they just go nuts.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah.
Yep.
So tell and the term "bless your heart." That doesn't exactly mean.
Well, it means like 4 different things.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so it can be real. So your child is ill,
Yeah.
you know, or your girlfriend's child has said, you know, bless your heart. I know this is a hard day for you, you know.
Yeah.
And then somebody comes in all snooty and hoity-toity and they're gossipy and they're ugly people or whatever. You can say, oh, well, you know, bless her heart.
Yeah.
She's something else, you know. She's just fine, bless her heart. You know,
Yeah.
you can do a lot of things with bless your heart. You can do anything you want to do with it.
But then it gets really sarcastic. Yeah, but I think everybody gets that. I mean,
Well, bless
yeah.
her heart.
Mm-hmm.
This is good. I've actually heard you say that too.
Right?
Now I'm thinking back to all the context of the times that I know you said that.
If
Like,
somebody from the South says "bless your heart," that usually means they're annoyed with you, or you've done something really dumb. Yeah.
Oh, bless her
Right.
heart.
Well, I have missed it every single time then if you were annoyed with me.
So, Catherine,
I don't do it annoyed.
what do you call any soft drink?
Oh, yeah.
Well, what I call it, what they do it in the South are 2 different things, you
Yeah.
know. But where I'm from, it's a Coke.
Yep.
Pretty
Pretty
much
much
When
that.
I grew up a teenager, it was a Coke. Didn't
Yep.
matter what kind. And
Well,
that was
get
in the
Mary
middle
Sprite,
of Washington.
Dr. Pepper's, like, you want a
Yeah.
Coke?
Yep.
Yeah.
Texas,
Yep.
Tennessee. You go to a restaurant, say, "What do you have?" You say, "I'll have a Coke." Well, what kind?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And see,
Yeah.
in Nebraska,
Yeah.
it was a soda. Go downstairs. Oh, no,
Yep.
go downstairs and get some pop. It was get pop.
Pop.
You know, to
and
me,
it was
pop-
the
I don't know what it is. The phrase "pop." It just it gives me shivers. I don't like it.
what is it? It was the Sharon, read my brain. It was like this non-brand name soda that you could get in all these different flavors, and it was just everywhere in the Midwest. And so you'd go downstairs, get some pop from the freezer or the refrigerator downstairs in the basement, right? Because it's always in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
And there would be it's like I can see the name. It's like Gibson's or something like that, and it had all different flavors. I don't know why I think you know that. I know, right?
I've been in Washington most of my life. I was in Idaho a little bit, but yeah,
right?
Never been anywhere
Yeah, it was
else.
always go downstairs, get some pop.
RC and a moon pie.
So this next question is really more of a poll.
Yeah, kind of like an RC. Like they had all the different flavors.
So I'm going to name off 4 types of gravy. So give me a number 1 through 4 of how many of these gravies you have tried. There's tomato, chocolate, red eye, or
gravy.
Sausage. How many gravies?
So not like a sauce, like tomato sauce,
It's
like
gravy.
Like a gravy.
Gravy.
Really?
Yeah.
And
So
the
like
last one
thick
was what?
Sausage.
Sausage.
Sausage gravy,
That's the
of
only
course.
one I've had.
Well, red eye gravy is made from the fixins of a country ham, which most people don't know what country ham is. It's a highly cured, extremely salty ham that's only really good if it's got a lot of mold on the outside of it.
It's an acquired taste. It's a very funky
Very
ham.
salty.
Very
Yeah.
salty, very pungent.
I've actually got some in my refrigerator right now.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you make red eye gravy with coffee. The
Yep.
fixins, the scrapings from the pan when you fry your it's really cooked. You just had to heat it up. You don't have to really cook country ham.
Yep.
And you use coffee as a deglazing of the pan. It's real
Yep.
thin. You don't add any flour. You don't make a roux.
Yep.
It's just the fixings, the fat, and the coffee together.
Wow.
I do my my shrimp and grits. If I can't get it up here anywhere, but when I was in the South, I'd use country ham, and you do it almost like a gumbo. You know,
You can order it. You can buy it online.
I know.
Yeah.
And it lasts forever. Yeah, they don't even need to refrigerate it. They just mail it. You just scrape off the bad stuff. But yeah, I do like she's looking at me like I'm not, no, trust me, it's not really meat anymore. But no, we do like the country ham with some, all your mirepoix, your veggies, your peppers, and some cinnamon. Do a little cinnamon in there.
Really?
Yeah, almost like a gumbo, but with a more of a that's got that really salty ham. Then you put that over the top of your blackened shrimp that you do in a cast iron pan. Over the top of your cheesy grits, of course.
Your cheesy grits, yeah.
Yep,
So
yep,
we're
yep.
actually going to have shrimp and grits as part of our dinner theater that we're doing for Southern Fried Nuptials this spring.
Ooh.
So we're doing a dinner theater,
Ooh.
and shrimp and grits is going to be one of the entrees.
I go a couple years in Tennessee. I go to my family's house now, and I walk in the door. They're like, "You're making shrimp and grits, right?" I'm like, "Okay, fine."
Yeah, you'll be happy.
Okay, we probably have time for one
Yep,
more.
yep, let's do 2 more. Let's do 2 more.
Okay.
Okay. Good
Okay.
morning, Daniel.
Let me see. Oh, yeah, everyone knows this. Okay. Oh, come on now. Okay, what is your favorite dessert to bring to a potluck?
Sharon, for a Southern dessert.
For a
Well, I don't
Southern
know
dessert?
any Southern desserts, but around here people bring brownies.
Oh, I'd be a pecan pie.
Pecan pie. Oh yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I love a good pecan pie. The top one here
Yeah.
on the list is banana pudding.
Oh yeah, banana pudding.
Oh.
We
Yeah.
put that on our buffet at our restaurant in Kentucky
Yep,
for
yep, yep.
breakfast. Our breakfast buffet.
And you know what? So I've seen, and this is us Northerners need to stop this. Banana pudding is not made with banana flavored pudding.
Correct. It is not.
Stop it.
And it's pudding.
For
It's
the
not
love of
pudding.
God.
It's not pudding. It's pudding. Banana pudding.
And the Nilla wafers are not a garnish. They are an integral, like
Part of it.
multiple layers
Yeah.
of solid Nilla wafers. You can't
With-
just put a couple in the top and call it banana pudding.
No. With vanilla pudding, and then the bananas are
Yep.
cut up, and then you put a meringue on the top of it. You broil it. It's
a trifle.
It's awesome.
So it's a trifle.
It's a trifle. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Or a baked fudge pudding. That was one that was my wife's grandma's big recipe. It's basically like where you put the sauce on top, and then as it bakes, the chocolate comes through, and it's all fudgy. Ooh yeah. Okay. Next. All right. So we almost go with that one here. Okay. Oh come on. Some of those weren't great questions. Obviously, of course. What dish do you always and only ever cook your cornbread in?
Oh, cast iron
Yeah,
skillet.
thank you. That was one of the last ones. I thought that was a little too obvious. But
Oh yeah.
yeah. Can you even eat cornbread that isn't cooked in a cast iron?
I think it's
skillet?
illegal.
Yeah, and
it's illegal. You have to cook it in a cast iron.
And you gotta start that with so much butter that the cornbread never.
Right.
The cornbread never actually makes contact with the cast iron. You gotta put that buffer of butter in between your.
Well, if you heat your pan first with your butter in it, as soon as it hits it, kind of fries it.
Yeah,
so you've got that crunchy bottom. And
well,
as
you preheat, you put your pan in the oven before you start to preheat it. So when your oven's preheated, so is your pan, and that butter hits it. And you got to get the cornbread in there quick before your butter starts burning.
Right.
So yeah, and then you get that crispy edge. Woo,
I can't. Not from the South, but Daniel does that. Before we found out that corn was his trigger, he would mix cornbread with something else to make it not quite so dry, and then he would cook it in the cast iron pan.
My cornbread's not dry.
Eyebrows raised. I don't know. Every cornbread is usually dry.
That's what all the butter is for. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And then when it's done, you put more butter on it while it's still hot.
Oh, yeah.
So it soaks into the top. And then when you serve it, you put a little more butter on it. Yeah.
So it's basically have some cornbread with your butter.
It's butter
right?
anyways.
It depends, yeah.
Well, it's browned butter in the bottom of the pan, and then you got your melted butter on top, and then you gotta frost it like cake.
Well, yeah, because if you slice it, if you slice it in the middle, you put some in the middle, and then you put a little bit on the top. Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't
that's
want
why yours isn't dry. It's got butter everywhere.
And
that's what makes it so good.
Yeah.
That last round of butter, you don't want that to melt. You want that to be on top of it, like a frosting, like a cake frosting.
Yeah, you slather it. And it's larapin, as my mom would say. It's larapin good.
So Daniel says, made high-altitude gluten-free pecan pie once. Very tricky process.
Ooh.
And then he says, if you're not using cast iron, the police should break down your door. Oh, he's serious about this stuff.
Agreed.
Jeez, babe.
I think in the South it's actually a crime to not cook your.
I think it's illegal. Yeah,
justifiably.
Sharon and I are like, okay.
I just use a glass casserole pan. Oh,
and they make these little cast iron things that are like the shape of corn. They're cute, but nah.
Oh, I don't know. It depends. Yeah, they're perfect when if you heat that up before you then you put your butter in there, and then you put it in. Just have it hanging out just open your oven rack, pull it out and put that in there. It's great. It's the perfect thing for dipping into chili.
Oh yeah.
So they have a role. They definitely have a role to play because those are good.
Well, it's really nice too if you're like at a potluck or something and you got them all sitting out in your basket and people don't have to destroy your beautiful cornbread in a pan.
There you go. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, now that everybody's hungry, thank you very much.
I'm hungry. I had a piece of toast for breakfast.
Like, hello.
All right, everybody, that just about wraps it up for our time today. Catherine, thank you so much for coming in today.
I just love coming. It's so much fun.
It's always a pleasure.
Thank you.
We need to get you on here more often.
I'd love to. It's fun.
So, yeah.
I'll wear lipstick and everything.
Right? I love it.
You may have to not wear lipstick so you can have that mic in front of you.
Yeah, that's true. I have a tendency to get away from it, don't I?
Yeah.
And I will have to say, we've got you on your own camera, and for this morning the lighting's just right.
You look fabulous.
You're looking beautiful today.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, I am definitely coming back.
Right? All the compliments here. But you know what? The three of us, we could sing ourselves out. We could do one of those. We could come up with a 3-part harmony and be like, do and sing ourselves out.
Let's do it. We'll figure it out. We'll come up with something.
Oh, but we like to butter you up like cornbread.
That's a new Southern slang that I like.
Right.
Bless your heart. Did I do
All
it
right. So before we get out of here, just like to let everyone know from 6 to 8 p.m. tonight, we have Music for the Mountain. 8 to 10 is Dirt Road Blues with our very own Dirt Road Doug McQuain live in the studio. Then from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m., we have Planetary Radio, Sea Change Radio, Echo Shock, Total, and Earth Date. Don't forget to join us tomorrow morning. It's myself and Scott Allen here on the morning show. And anything else people need to be aware of for the evening tonight? I don't think there's much happening tonight, but tomorrow night again is Taste of Cholula.
Yes.
So if you have those tickets, make sure to get out and about. Again, people without tickets, because those tickets are sold out, you're more than welcome to come to the art auction
at Quartzsite.
At Quartzsite Brewery. That money goes to help the Cholula Arts Guild. So
I believe the dinner starts at 4:30.
4:30. Yep.
And one year I came at 6:30. There were several places. There was no food.
Oh no, yeah.
Oh wow.
You gotta show up early.
Yeah.
You gotta have your plan in mind because we've never made it all the way through. I don't think we've ever hit everybody.
Oh, we did.
Oh, we
Carol
did.
and I
We
did
did
last year.
too. We did.
Everybody can
We
this year.
want all
Yeah.
that food. We go.
You got to book it though to get to everybody.
Hey, we can do it. We're running
Yeah.
down that street. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm usually one of my kids are pulling on me. My wife's like, "Come on, stop talking to everybody. Let's go. We got food to eat."
Bless her heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And I mean that in a sincere way
right.
because she does have you as a husband and trying to get you to not talk. It's like getting Will Rowe not to talk.
Because you know me and you know what
I
it's
do.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
So I mean that sincerely, Laura. Bless your heart, honey.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much again, Catherine, for coming in. We
you.
will get on out of here and let you get on with your day. This has been your KCHW Morning Show.
Bye, everybody. Have a great
everybody.
week.
There's a hee-haw.
Oh, I didn't do it. There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
We'll do that on our way out. I don't know how that's coming out. I think they both got quiet.
Yeah.
We just made everything quiet.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, have a good day.